For this application, we make a simple connection in there, and we will how to use router device from our Scada system. The communication PLC Scada. For example, this is our machine and this is some ID numbers inside of the machine. Especially I interest the PLC IP address. I will use this address, but for the other address I cannot use anywhere in my Scada, in my router side especially. For my router device need some address, the empty address, this one and this one. Those one cannot be used from my machine side. Router will be used this device, and my PLC I give a IP address. As you see that the new PLC for putget communication is different subnet, different IP address format in there. This IP address and this IP address is not the same format, so I use this router for this communication. It can be communicate each other easily, and there is a firewall in there in our protection. For this system, normally there is 5 different switch in there, switch input in there. The first one need to for the putget PLC, this one, and the other is not important. You can insert anyone. For this connection, my PLC need to Scada connection, so I put a simple switch, industrial switch. First I connect from here, and I also connect the Scada from here, and on that time I connect the switch to the router side. For this application, my Scada and the PLC can be communicate with my machine side. Let's check onto the my simple example. This is, for example, machine PLC, and this is one for the new PLC for communicate machine, read some data, write some data for this one. So we cannot touch many things in the machine side. We will write the program in there. This only update to putget system inside of the PLC. I will show what I mean in my PC side, and I will make some adjustment from the router side. This one is a switch. The last position, this putget PLC, it will go into my switch side and it will arrive to my router side. For reach this putget PLC, I connect my Ethernet cable to the PC side, and this one is the Scada cable for communicate with each other. On that operation also I have a connection to the machine side. There is one cable, it will be reach into the 4th switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is not important, but this one is important. It should be here. This is coming from the putget. Let's check what has happened in my PLC side. For example, on that operation, I can connect to the putget PLC. When I activate my data, it will be turned on, as you see. input operation is coming from here. For example, when I want to write some value in there, I can prepare any value in here. Let's we send this value to the machine PLC. Now I want to stop my network for check what's happened in the machine side. Now I directly to connect to the machine. Normally it is not possible because there is some password and more, but in my test we can check, because the machine PLC is protected by the machine manufacturers. Yes, this will arrive to here. Now I sent this data to again for the other PLC. Let's check what's happened. Now I write 111.15, and this is also be coming from the other PLC, and also I can send from this PLC to data. Let's check the other PLC now. Yeah, this one also be on in here, and the data is arrive to here. I want to remove this one. When I remove this one, it can be arrive. Without this, is already writing from here, and there is a communication in there. The get data is okay now, is working. For this explanation, I want to show again for stop and change the connection again or directly, because I forget to remove bool input. As we check the other PLC, yes, from here. This one, sorry, stop, and I will send this data as we see. Make 0 and plus it again. Yeah, that's okay, because this is up, it should be like stop position, and then it will be sent, no problem. Let's check. The number should be right from the other PLC side again, but for I can show, I need to change the connection, the correct side again. I need to connect again. Now I will check the Scada side. This one is okay now, because in the first operation I forgot this input. I need to remove this input and it will be correct now. This is a connection, and this is the adjustment for router. Now what will my request from your side? You activate the putget, come to here, connection, make this one, and right click the arrange some file in there. This is a data byte. You can right click, there is in there, sorry, optimize block access. There is no click in there. It should normally when we new installation it will be a click. You can erase this click. Now it will be okay. You can write your data in there. I can read data. This file should be sent from my this file. You can send this file to me, and I will put this file to my PLC site. As you see, it should be same as the other, for the same, exactly the same, everything should be same, and that will be start to work. But in my first operation, as you say, that when I forgot some bit in there, the activate bit, I cannot write and read. So when you send some data, you can you can not be activated. For example, you can send and move. If you can send completely, the data is coming from here, I cannot read, I cannot write. As you see, if it's like this position, we cannot do nothing for this data. It should be come and go, and that operation it will be okay. When I check your PLC, I put your IP address. As you see, your IP address is different, because when you are installed the machine in there, we will change this IP address with your engineer support. Let's check the folder. We will work with your same as HMI panel. In your HMI panel, there is some data. Sometimes the value is read and write. Sometimes some parameters are read and write. Some parameters are only read, as this. We also use the same operation. For example, this value we need to write and we need to read. For this operation, we only read. I can put the red color and the yellow side. Write and read permission, only read permission. The same as your HMI panel, not is different. I will send this data in my attached email. Thank you for your cooperation. I think we will be successful for this operation. Let's start early. We lost many times for what will we do and how can we continue. Now I think everything it is clear for your side. Let's start. I can adjust the router, I can adjust the putget. You only update your machine PLC. This is example PLC, not the same. Your machine PLC is different. You can putget activated and adjust the data for us. Give this data file to my use in my PLC site, and nothing all. Everything will be done to our site, the other site. Only prepare the data block And also be attention to your data blocks is not give always activated. If it is not activated, every time it's activated, I cannot write anything. I can only read. Thank you. Bye.